Update, I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina, and it is February.
God, that I don't know. I need to stop doing this. I really do. But honestly, my reaction is genuine every single time. Like, it's never not real for me to be like, wow, that month went by really fast.
It did, but didn't.
But I feel that way. I mean, a lot happened in January. Most of it pretty shitty. But
Here's
it's also
hoping.
like, I'm paying rent again. Already. Like,
oh, that's true too. Yeah.
when did this happen? Yeah.
See, this is the best thing about being the working half of the working relationship, the bringer homer of the bacon, because then Chris is
the breadwinner, not the bread loser. Sorry, I saw that on the internet and I was like, "That's pretty funny."
Chris, he was like, "Where'd that come from? Like, why did that come up?" I'm like, nobody's talking about you, bro. Like, calm down.
No. It's not personal.
Funny
it's
fucking
not personal.
meme. Like,
yeah, I've just literally never thought about the opposite of breadwinner before.
Being loser, like, it's just funny. It is funny. But yeah, like it's like he takes care of all the like bills and the stuff and the things and the money stuff. So it's like, I just like exist.
You're just vibing.
I just like exist on like work and vibes.
Yeah. No, you said something a couple weeks ago, Cassie, that was like resonated with me. I really do need like a part-time personal assistant to handle things like booking doctor's appointments, updating my passport, all the bureaucratic nonsense.
That your brain doesn't attach to. Can't.
I struggle so hard with that aspect of my life. Fucking rock star at work, killing it, doing all of the things. I am a good dog and cat mom, taking care of my animals and stuff.
Good partner.
But the one thing that I really wanted to focus on this year, and the reason why I haven't pursued like a part-time personal assistant, is that's my thing for this year that I'm trying to get better at, is taking care of myself. And I'm not,
you know what though? Isn't that a bit of self-care, is to hire somebody to do something like that for? At least,
That's what I was gonna say.
Listen, because I think that I think that maybe it's just like I'm an old now, and I feel like at some point I'm like, do I really need or want to change that part of my personality? I mean, like, is it really hurting anybody but myself? And if I'm just here to self-care and fix that part of myself to make myself have a better life and have more time and right? Just, I mean, hire somebody.
Yeah, here's how I feel about that and we've talked about this both on the podcast before and off mic before. I am an advocate for you taking more self-care, taking better care of yourself. But for me, that means getting to the doctor's appointment. Yeah. It doesn't mean being the one who has to call and make the doctor's appointment. Put more of your actual like mental energy into relaxing. Yeah. I think that for me, with you, that's self-care. Like, I think you take the time to figure out what really makes you feel good and putting more energy into the things that really make you feel good, and making sure that you do go to the doctor, do go to the dentist, stay healthy, whatever it takes to get there. And if that means hiring someone to do that stuff for you, like, and that means you can spend more time in the bathtub with a face mask on, listening to some good music, fucking do that.
Yeah.
Do that instead.
I really need somebody to take care of the admin part of self-care. Because the admin part of self-care, like, going to get my hair or nails done or going to the doctor, the admin of setting that stuff up is such a fucking insurmountable obstacle to me sometimes.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And it's always been like that.
And you know
where
what?
I just like shut down, where I'm just like,
I get it.
It's not even worth it.
We can't all be rock stars in every single like facet of our lives. Like,
I should be able to.
Okay. Yes.
None of us are able to. None of us
Christina
are able to.
has a magical super insides that enable her to be able to do everything. No,
Why?
but I think
perfectly.
I think
Why
that
would I be born Capricorn Virgo and still not be able to fucking log into Kaiser Permanente's
No,
site
no,
to choose a primary care physician.
No, it's not that you can't. It's that you feel deeply that is something that should just be done for you. Like, I truly believe that. Like, that's like such a it's a like stupid task. And
I agree.
The logical side of your brain is like, what the fuck? This stupid task, this dumb.
It should just show up on my calendar.
It doesn't need brain power. It should just exist. Here's what you should check out. Think about like maybe like, I don't know, TaskRabbit or something, even that like you could get somebody to like a few hours a week. Like that way too, you don't have to worry about like paying them like taxes or a salary or whatever, or things like that. But somebody who can kind of like be a PA who could like do that kind of thing for you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I need it. It would be.
You're
you know what? And this is why I have a housefrau. My bread loser takes care of everything.
Oh my God. Oh, Chris, we love you so much.
We love you.
I do. I mean, maybe Eric could quit his job and be your very own housefrau.
Ugh, I can't afford his salary.
I know.
Maybe let's see if he'll work for bonuses.
Sexual favors.
Yeah. I mean, do some jaw stretches and see what we can get to.
You have a new New Year's resolution to work on. Jaw muscle.
Yeah. Start getting into those yoga and Pilates classes. Get real stretchy. Get your endurance up.
There we go. We go.
Have your TaskRabbit person hook you up with schedule you some classes, schedule your dinners, throughout the week what days are you in the office? Oh, I already scheduled you an evening appointment with Keegan. You're meeting at blah, blah, blah at this restaurant at this time.
Oh God. Are you having heart palpitations right now? I feel like somebody running down your to-do, like Devil Wears Prada, is probably so exciting for you.
It is. It is. I'm feeling a little bit like, okay, I need to check into this because that's a life I could get used to. It really is.
Right?
I just need somebody to admin for me.
Truly.
I'm struggling. I'll tell
Honestly, if somebody could just, like I said, just pull your day and just
Yeah. I feel like all of us, everybody has things that they would like to get done that they don't want to do. Like for me, scheduling appointments and stuff, I don't love it, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. For me, it's like I want someone to take care of all of my car's maintenance for me. All of it.
Amen.
I never want to have to fucking think about it. I hate it. I don't want to have to take it in for an oil change.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to take it in when the fucking like check engine light comes on.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't want to do any of it.
Chris was great about that too. Even when he had a job.
Amazing.
He was always like, the car needs oil change. Great.
Thank you for taking care of that.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm like actually wondering, do I need a personal assistant or do I just want to hire a mom?
Oh,
yeah.
Someone to make sure that they keep your whatever's on the fridge updated. That like calendar with the dry erase markers. Yeah.
Making it, vegetables and stuff, and making the
home
doctor's
to
appointments. My mom. I want my mommy.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't want her to live here.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Therein lies the problem.
I want a remote mother.
Yeah. You know what? You can probably hire Chris. Chris can take care of it for you, probably remotely. He can make appointments and things easily.
Actually, it's true. It's really not a bad idea.
That's true.
Honestly, and who else could you trust having access to your Kaiser Permanente?
Passwords and
your
stuff.
Passwords and things. I mean, he's been looking for a job. I mean, I guess if you threw him a few shekels now and again.
All right. Well,
I'm not
definitely
kidding.
talk. I'm not either. This
I
might be a good idea.
He'd be great at it too, because and I mean, you can trust him because it's Chris.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, this interview has been great.
I'll have my people call your people.
We'll set up a second round.
Yeah, the second round will be with an AI person, but that's fine.
Oh God.
Oh
my God, dude. Have you seen people that are honestly job seeking these days, my fucking heart goes out to you. I have seen TikToks of people that are like 7, 8, 9 months in applying, and just, oh my God.
It's tough here too. It's tough here too. I know a lot. I mean, my intern right now, she's got 2 fucking master's degrees.
Oh,
like,
ew.
What are you
ew that it's so hard
talking
for
about?
her.
Like, she's got 2 master's degrees. She speaks like in her master's, her first master's is in translating. She's a linguistics major. Like, so she speaks like tons of languages and is just struggling to find a job. She's literally like a year younger than my son, and like interning. Poor baby. Like, I feel so sad for her, because I'm like, she's so talented and obviously could be doing so much more.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so bad too for this or your son's generation, really, who like did all the things and went to college and got sold a bill of goods. Like, honestly, as a millennial, I feel like we were sold a fucking can of worms as well, but not to the extent this latest generation coming up and doing all the things and then having to compete against fucking shit ass, fuck ass AI.
Right.
Oh,
can you imagine? And you have a master's degree in linguistics and translation, and now like Duolingo's like, you know what, AI can do this, right?
My God, unbelievable. And honestly, like, I remember this was maybe like last year when AI was first starting to become like a real thing. I remember I was like excited, and I tried to like use it and everything, and like for a minute there, it seemed like, oh, okay, this is kind of a cool thing. But let's be so fucking for real. If you're still, it's gotten shittier. Yeah. It 1000% like has gotten shittier and shittier. Like, the motherfucking thing doesn't even know how many R's are in strawberry. Ask your chat GBT how many fucking R's are in strawberry. 10 toes down, it will tell you 2. It will. Jesus. And you can correct it. You can have it spell it out and then say, it's shitty. It's shitty. Yeah. It's terrible. Anyways, that's my AI.
No, you're right. Like, honestly, I'm in the same boat with you, Christina. Like, I as well was like, oh yeah, AI, and it can help in this and it can help in that. Like, what we're saying, Keegan, is you were right. Yeah. This time.
I wasn't going to say
we
anything,
were wrong,
but
we were absolutely wrong. Because here's the thing: we were talking about at the top, how I need a personal assistant. Yeah. There's like a million different AI things that quote unquote
in theory that should do that for you.
In theory,
right?
Yeah,
absolutely. The motherfuck not. I am going to pay an actual fucking human person.
Yep.
To help.
AI is helpful in the most like rudimentary ways that we've had forever. Like, autocorrect is great in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like, it allows you to get things, and that is AI, right? Yeah. So like little things like that can be helpful. I think having AI on a grand scale, like you said, Christina, it doesn't feel like it's getting better, at least not for the everyday person. Like, it feels like it's getting worse the more people are trying to use it on a broader, more grand scale.
People are trying to make it into their friends, into their girlfriends, into their fucking husbands. Like, people are legit talking to this thing.
No, it's horrible. Yeah. It's really genuinely I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse, because I know we've talked about this on this podcast many times before, but yeah, it's anything that removes us further from our humanity is a mistake. That is how I feel. So using it for autocorrect is one thing. Using it to try and develop interpersonal relationships or learn how to develop interpersonal relationships is not a good thing. No. Like, it's just not. We already are lacking so much empathy and compassion and ability to relate to other people. We don't need to bring robots into the mix.
I think I've once again seen our signs come to life in this discussion. Keegan worried about personalities and like interhuman communication. Christina, like, it's not actually doing its job very well.
It's not productive.
Me, you know what it was for me? I'm not going to I shit you not. I swear to God. I was all on board with it until my company was like, you know what? Are you guys using AI? You guys really should be using AI.
And then your oppositional defiance. Like,
don't fucking tell me.
Don't tell me what to do.
They told us we
feel that way.
Use Chat GP last year. I swear to fucking God. This year they're like, you really should be using Chat. There's so many advantages to AI. This, and that. I'm like, really?
It
makes me
like
suspicious.
It's being forced on me. Same. I'm just like, why are you pushing me so hard?
I'm not.
If I'm doing my job, like if I'm doing my job fine, then like you can say, okay, well, you know, AI could help you in these ways if you want to use it, but to be like, you have to be using it.
No,
you
don't tell me what
have
to do.
Be using it for these things. I'm like, I'm already doing my job.
No.
Okay, back up off me.
Don't tell me what to do.
I have tried so many different AI things to help with Excel, to help with making presentations, to help with proposals, to like even, you know, hey, in sales, like how can I approach this? It all sucks. I fucking promise you, it's not as good as me. It isn't. Have you used the suggested reply on your Gmail? It sucks.
Oh God,
it's
no,
awful.
No. Yeah, no, and it doesn't sound like you. It really doesn't.
It is
honestly
like fancy autocorrect. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it really is.
It's overpriced,
It
fancy,
really is.
horrible for the environment. Autocorrect. That's all it fucking is.
Wow. And only slightly less annoying than Grammarly.
Oh my God, dude.
God
Can you
damn.
imagine being on a dating app right now? I guarantee you somebody you're chatting with is using AI to talk to you.
Yeah, or
I
their entire
promise.
profiles. Like I know that people have built their dating profiles using AI. All the, like answering all those questions and shit. I'm sure
people have fucking AI photos of themselves.
100 fucking
wait,
percent.
girl.
100%.
We
Have you
just had-
seen how terrible those look too? They're so fake.
know.
It's so off.
Yeah, but it's just like you know, 15 years ago when
Facetune.
filters were new.
Oh my
or
God,
Facetune. Look, even I had Facetune blindness. I was going through my Instagram cleaning things up, you know, and archiving things, and I was like, "Girl, what the fuck? Like, what did you think that people couldn't tell?"
Truly.
Like your face is like smooth as a baby's bottom. Like nobody's
pores.
skin looks
Your
like
nose
that.
disappeared. It's so
Yeah.
smudgy that you don't even have a nose anymore. I swear
And
to God.
I do
Up
have
here looking
I
like
do have
Voldemort.
honestly, I do have like older family members who use AI
Me too.
pictures,
Yep.
and I'm like, baby,
Dude,
baby, you don't look like that. You don't look like that. You can update your profile picture, but I know the truth.
We had a couple people in their presentations this week who made their like headshots into like AI headshots. Like, so they like probably put their actual like face picture in, and one of them was like, the girl is like crossing her arms like this, and her like top of her fingers are on top of her arm, and the bottom is like on the way to almost her stomach. And I was like,
Yeah, AI cannot do hands.
I was like, no, we're okay with that. Nobody's gonna. We think that's okay. I mean, let's go with it. I guess nobody's.
I mean, our own
Rocking
fucking
up.
government is using it to change pictures.
That was insane. That picture of that woman.
Yes. That's so obviously like AI. I was like, this is so cringe. This is so motherfucking cringe.
not to bring it, you know, bring us all the way down. But yeah, Alex Pettey, that picture that's been circulating of him, is an AI edited photo. To quote unquote make him look better or something. And I'm just like, fucking why? Like, that is so gross and disgusting that this is where we are. Like, it would be like face tuning George Floyd. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
That's not necessary. We don't gotta do that.
No.
We need fucking regulation on this shit. Like, honestly, look at what's happened with social media, letting it run rampant. Teen suicide rates are up through the fucking roof. Like, it is very obvious that we are not evolving fast enough to keep up with the technology.
No, we are not.
Like,
No.
obviously, look at where we're at right now.
We're not responsible enough to be handling this shit.
Yeah.
We really are not as a species at this time.
Well, now you have fucking AI deepfakes going around middle schools of them doing nudes of their fucking classmates and shit.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
I just
I'm not
saw
in
Law and
fucking
Order
school.
about that. Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not in school. Like, and at this age, you know what I mean? Like, obviously. But I mean, like, I'm glad that I'm not having to go through school in this
middle school,
environment.
high school,
Yes.
in this environment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Ugh.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's rough out there. But you know what? Speaking of it being rough out there and people still being like good people, I do want to thank everybody who reached out with messages of support last week. We got so many. In my divorces, I've signed all my paperwork and everything, and I just got so many wonderful personal DMs, emails to our email, comments of people just being really, really lovely and supportive and saying, you know, I've been there too, and I know it's hard, and there's good things coming. And it was just really, really wonderful to see and receive. And we just have such incredibly kind, wonderful, empathetic, compassionate listeners. And I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah.
So,
that's why we still do this. Honestly, we really do have the best, greatest listeners.
Yeah.
It is constantly, like every week, we get some email or some message from one of you guys that's just like, we're having the hardest time. This is kind of like a part-time job, but it's so worth it when we hear from you guys. So a big shout out. It makes me feel like I'm not alone. So
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. A big thank you. Let's FMK the random people again.
Okay. All right.
This is the thing I'm looking forward to most when we're recording. I'm like, dude, it's
randomness of
the
it all.
most chaotic FMK. It's
the first time we did it, when it was like Jimmy Buffett and Justin Timberlake and whoever, it made me laugh because I posted to our Instagram, and the very first comment we got on there was like, I need to know what conversation was happening for this FMK to
Yeah.
where all these
there wasn't one.
wasn't.
It was just random. All right. Tell me when to stop.
Okay, and stop.
James Earl Jones.
Okay.
Okay, Cassie.
Okay. Stop.
Billie Eilish.
Okay.
And stop. Robert Pattinson.
Okay. We got a Bobby, a Billy, and a...
Yeah. We can pick a different one because I know we've done Robert Pattinson a few times.
No, it's in.
Okay.
It's
The cards said. Okay.
The cards have spoken.
Cards have spoken.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, a
James
Jimmy,
Earl
a Bobby,
Jones.
and a Billy.
That is so fucking random.
I love it.
What?
Okay.
Like, what?
I'm deceased. I need to know more about James Earl Jones.
I do too. Yeah. We're going to learn today.
I don't want to just automatically,
Make him a
assume
friend.
anything. You know, maybe we'll make a new friend. Exactly. James Earl Jones.
And we know Robert Pattinson signed because we've done him for Taurus before. So
Oh,
we know
okay, that's
he's
right.
a Taurus. Yeah.
So what is
Capricorn.
amazing?
Of course.
Amazing.
He gives me Capricorn
Amazing.
energy.
I already
Okay.
had him on my list for marriage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. And Billie Eilish has just been crushing it lately, putting her money where her mouth is politically. Like
Ugh.
I'm
she?
really appreciating her.
I'm interested. I'm curious.
She's a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Ooh, a Sag
Okay.
lady is always
Sag lady.
going to.
Yeah. correct.
We love a Sag
With
lady.
a Capricorn moon like me.
Duh.
Ooh.
So we've got the same moon sign.
Ooh, that's good for compatibility.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's a Pisces rising.
This tracks.
Okay. Pisces rising is Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon. All right.
You know what the hardest thing for me is I really want Billie Eilish as a friend. But I think I'm actually going to marry Billie Eilish because I feel like power couple, right? Like
Power couple.
feeling.
Yeah. You're going to burn hot.
Yeah. You know what? In Aries women, and Sagittarius women get on like a fucking house on fire. Like
I believe that for sure.
We're the ones who are like, we're go energy. We're like both like, yes, let's do it. We got big ideas.
Yeah, you guys are picking me up to. You're picking me up to drive me to the protest.
Of course we are. Of course we are. And I'm driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for
I love
sure.
that.
Yeah. And then the Sagittarius is going to pick music and we're all going to be singing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is, yes.
Good energy.
I'm marrying Billie Eilish for sure.
Okay.
Fucking
Great.
Robert Pattinson. I mean, like, come on.
Hot.
Oh
Hi.
my God.
So hot.
Come on.
Yeah.
So good looking.
Yeah. Like, don't be silly. Like, obviously. And then James Earl Jones. I want James Earl Jones to be my friend. And I will be honest, I was back and forth between him for marriage, but I just
I don't know enough about him.
and I do love a Capricorn. That's it.
I was
enough.
just perusing his Wikipedia. Like, I think the quote Viola Davis, has about him just being like the pinnacle of Black excellence is just so true with everything that he accomplished with his life. He's intimidating with how talented.
Yes, I'm a little scared. Like not like he's scary, just like wow, he's so legendary.
Right.
Like
Yes.
it's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married to one woman in 82 for like the longest time.
He has just the prettiest eyes.
I know.
Like
true.
Very,
so pretty.
very intelligent. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that voice.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mufasa. Okay.
Exactly.
Ooh,
say it again.
Mufasa. Gosh, I honestly feel like I'd get something different out of marrying each one of these people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I've married Robert Pattinson in the past when we've done Fuck, Marry, Kills because I think he's kind of understated funny, which I always love.
I think Tauruses are.
Also, yes, and I love that. And I think he's like very chill.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, which I also really love. So I think I would have a very like kind of relaxing life with him. I think James Earl Jones and Billie Eilish both are going to, but especially James Earl Jones is going to like stimulate me intellectually
For sure.
in a way that I would love. Like we're going to have really awesome conversations. I bet he knows a lot about a lot of shit. And I bet he has great stories. And Billie Eilish, that is just going to be, she's so passionate and she cares so much about everything in a way that I respect so fucking much that I'm like, I could get something out of each of these marriages. So it comes down to kind of like, what do you want? Do you know, Christina, what you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Okay, you go.
I think I'm going to marry James Earl Jones. I really do.
2 caps.
I think
your babies would have the prettiest eyes ever.
My God. Oh my God. Totally.
The intellectual conversations and also like everything. I couldn't be more proud to be like on his arm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like what?
I could see them panning over to you when he's accepting his Lifetime Achievement Award, giving some amazing speech, and you would just be so like proud.
But I also just feel like it's motivating, I think, to be with and to be around people that are so excellent. It brings out the excellence in you. So I think I would be a better person for being married to James Earl Jones. So yeah, I'm going to marry him. I'm going to fuck Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
That's going to be spicy and amazing. There's something about him where I'm just like, he looks like he would be very fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay. I mean, I feel kind of weird about this answer because I think maybe choosing the softest life for myself.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think I'm going to marry Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
I think we're going to be compatible. It'll be nice and it'll just feel really good.
Yeah.
Dude,
I also don't think he would be opposed to letting me do my
Batman.
thing. Yeah. Oh, and the dark energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be very supportive of whatever I wanted to do too.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like I think when I'm getting together with Billie and we're going to the protest, I think he's 100% behind it.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean?
If not joining.
If not joining. Yeah. So I'm going to marry Robert Pattinson. I think I'm going to fuck James Earl Jones.
Hell yeah, dude. He's hot.
I mean, okay.
Listen. I just kind of want to know. I feel like it's going to be
It's a choice.
Yeah. I
Love
want him
it.
to talk to me during.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
and
if he's
then
not
I
good at
kind
it?
of-
It's just he has a good voice and he's just like doesn't know what to say.
I could he doesn't know what to say. Oh, he's bad at dirty
Right,
talk.
right.
Oh no.
Just
Oh no. You know, sometimes you can't be blessed with everything. God gave you a good
Right.
voice, but he didn't give you yeah, and I'm gonna friends with benefits Billie Eilish.
okay.
There you go.
I want her to be my friend, but like we're gonna get each other wound up enough that we'll do like hookups, but it's not gonna like change anything about our friendship.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you get a little white wine and
yeah.
Get a wine in you.
yeah, sometimes when we go out we make out, but you
Yeah.
know, we're
Yeah,
just
no big
make out
deal. Whatever.
friends.
Whatever.
Like girls do.
Like making out is not even that big a deal.
Yeah, totally. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with stories?
That sounds good.
Yes. And we're back. Okay, I have the Tainted Love this week, so I am going to kick us off with stories. This is a not safe for work story.
Mine also
Sexy
is.
story. So, yeah. Okay. Met a guy on the bus on the way home from school one night. Not my type. He had that cocky bad boy juice head thing going on, and I'm more into guys with rainbow hair and eyeliner. But I didn't know anyone in the neighborhood, so I figured, what the hell? And he seemed like a nice guy. We text a few times over the next week, and he shows up at my door one night. Fine. I was just watching reruns of South Park anyway, in my jammies anyway. We go upstairs, start to get a little freaky. He takes his pants off, and I start blowing him. Don't come in my mouth, I say. Oh, I wouldn't, he says quickly. 2 minutes later, he does.
Oh, unwanted.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Is not
Is-
pleasant.
no.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
No.
I choke. I'm allergic to semen.
What?
I have questions about this.
I do too.
Right? Okay. So anyway, I'm allergic to semen. I run to the bathroom, wash my mouth out, gargle with chlorhexidine, and take an antihistamine. Go back to my bedroom and tell him that's a seriously uncool thing to do if someone says not to. He makes some excuse about how he didn't mean to. I'm just so talented at giving
Okay.
head.
Okay.
Fuck you.
You're
Yeah, right.
You didn't know you were going to come? It surprised you.
Okay, it was a surprise.
Oh, I didn't even know. What's the shit coming out of me? First time.
This is. I love her response though. She says, "Whatevs. I'm pretty average." Hello. She's like, "I'm not that good at
Okay,
giving
calm
head,
down,
but all
dude.
right."
yeah.
Okay. But I figure he's embarrassed enough and let it go. We or I try to carry on, but he won't kiss me or have sex with me. I mentally shrug. Could be he's still embarrassed. Could be he's a one orgasm guy.
Okay.
No.
Go fuck yourself. If I fucking do the work to put my fucking mouth on your penis,
Yeah.
and you don't do fucking anything in return,
No. Yeah, at least you could do is go down on me
yeah.
at this point.
Or
Right?
like
Literally the least you could
something
do.
reciprocal.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got to do something. Maybe he's a one orgasm guy. Could be he's squicked out by kissing girls after they've given him a blowjob.
Then maybe don't
An
come in my
idiotic,
fucking mouth, you fucking piece of
Right.
shit. Like I told you.
an idiotic but extremely prevalent viewpoint amongst a lot of men in England. I think that's such weak ass shit.
That is.
when you won't kiss someone after
Right.
they've given you head is like so ridiculous.
It's juvenile.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah. Grow up.
Grow up. Kiss somebody after they fucking give you head. Grow up. Get real.
Yeah, if I had to put, I don't know where you came from. You just showed up on my doorstep. I put my mouth on it.
You're gonna kiss me.
Come on.
Better, right here.
We don't see each other for a few months. Then he sees me walking home from the bus one night and calls me from his garden. I go in and say hi, give him a hug. We talk a bit about setting up an exercise plan for me. He's a personal trainer. He says I can't come in and do it tonight because his mom's home and he's scared of her. Fucking honest.
I mean...
But he'll come to my house one night this week.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up a few days later and hurries me upstairs so he doesn't have to meet my mom. I guess he thinks all mothers are scary. He sort of half-assedly writes down a few exercises for me to do and then says, I can't concentrate. All I can think about is your mouth on my cock.
Okay.
Here
we go
We
again.
haven't talked in a few months. No.
Gross.
Yeah, and just don't come over here with that like half-ass like I'll set up an exercise plan for you. Okay.
Yeah. No. And you know what you're getting from the end of the bargain now. It's not a surprise. It's like, oh, okay, so I'll blow you. I'll have to do all this stuff because you're going to come in my mouth again. And I'm not going to get anything in return but like do 20 planks or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, you can get that on YouTube.
Truly. Pinterest.
I sort of look him up and down. Don't even think about coming in my mouth this time, I say. No, I won't, he says.
Girl.
No.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Nothing like that has ever happened before.
No.
I go to kiss him and he jumps back in horror. I don't kiss, he says.
Well,
Are
then
you
I don't
joking?
fucking blow, bitch. Get. Y'all get.
I love a good makeout session.
Yes.
Really love it.
Yes.
One of my favorite
Like,
things.
what do you mean
know?
you don't kiss? Like,
Yeah.
What are you, dirty or not dirty dancing?
Then
Like,
go fucking get a fleshlight then, dude. You
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit.
Truly.
He says, no, I never kiss anyone that I'm not in love with. I'm silent for a moment. Then, do you have sex with people you're not in love with? Sometimes. Are we going to have sex tonight? Probably.
That's not
My
committal.
brain should be yelling at me to cut my losses and run. But hell, it's been a couple months since I had sex and he's pretty and ripped and smells like aftershave.
It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good.
No,
What is he,
it's gonna
fucking
suck.
Julia Roberts over here? I don't kiss on the mouth.
I mean,
that's what, thank
yeah,
you. Pretty
it's
woman.
very Pretty Woman. But also, you have to take into account what I'm assuming their age is. They both live with their parents.
No.
Hormones are happening, probably. He's pretty and ripped and smells like aftershave, and I've never been with a guy who really paid attention to his body before, so I'm curious. We get naked.
Pretty privileged.
It's going to be so bad.
We get naked. He touches me hesitantly with one finger on the outside. He won't slip it in or anything. It's like he's either scared or hasn't a clue what he's doing or both. I try to tell him what I like, but he pulls my head into his lap. I'm just nervous. Give me a few minutes to relax and then we'll do it.
Sir, no.
I hate this guy so
I
much.
hate him.
I hate
I
this
hate
guy.
him.
Brain remembers what happened last time, but stupid libido is making excuses. That was just a one-off. You should have told him you were allergic. Anyone can make a mistake once. Come on, you're going to be getting laid in a minute. That overrides brain, so I start sucking him, and not 10 minutes later, he's shooting his load into my mouth again. This time, the reaction is worse. Some allergies get worse with repeated exposure, and instantaneous. My airway almost totally closes up within seconds, and I scrabbled in my nightstand drawer for an EpiPen. If I hadn't been turning blue right that moment, it would have been anyone's guess which one of us I was more inclined to stab. I'm not sure which is more embarrassing, his lack of control / lack of caring. Not sure whether he was honestly incapable of pulling out of my mouth or just didn't give a shit. He just didn't give a shit.
Give a shit.
No.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. or my hideously bad judgment in giving him a second chance. For the record, I've given plenty of blowjobs both before and since this incident and never had a problem. Most guys, A, know when they're about to come, and B, respect you enough to pull out if you ask them to. I keep the EpiPen for emergencies, but I've never needed it except with this guy. Wow.
That's
just
a fucking personal trainer that lives with his mom that can't fuck.
That's scared of his mom, that can't fuck, doesn't kiss,
and doesn't know when
and doesn't
actually want to touch ladies. Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
A lot happening.
Maybe he'll come out soon. Because that kind of seems like what
Thoughts
he'd
and
prefer.
prayers.
Yeah. God, that makes me angry. But what makes me happy is getting an email from a listener. I've got a listener story. I'll read the beginning paragraph to you guys at the end after we're done recording because it's so cute. It's very, very cute. But this is a bad breakup story.
Ooh.
So she says, picture it, New Jersey, 2012. Hurricane Sandy is a few months away from turning us into an absolute disaster area. Girl, 21, meets guy, 19. Guy's best friend is a girl. But it's okay. She lives in Virginia with her boyfriend. Meanwhile, people who knew both of them were telling her that he was definitely in love with his friend. So she's saying she's the girl, the 21-year-old girl, and everyone is being like, hey, he's actually like in love with his best friend.
This girl. Got it.
We worked together in food service. We all partied, as you do.
Yeah.
And we began hooking up.
As you do.
Yep.
In food service. Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody is fucking.
Yep.
When you go to Chili's, the staff is all fucking.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's science.
That's just common knowledge.
It's the way it has to be.
Yep. Yeah. The big one happens. Roller coasters fall into the ocean. Poop fills the streets of our beautiful beach town. Boats on lawns, trees through houses, power out almost everywhere, except for the Burger King that we worked at.
Oh, no.
They're like, well, we got to keep making these burgers. The lights are on.
What is it with Burger King lately?
Oh,
Feels like it's a central character in a lot of stories.
Oh, man. Burger King, they have an Impossible Whopper, and that shit is good.
Dude, Burger King used to be the shit, but just like everything with private equity and craziness lately, if you've gone lately, I was like really craving an original chicken sandwich.
Yeah, not as good anymore, is it?
No, it doesn't taste the same.
No.
Something's different. Anyways.
I thought it was just Germany. Maybe it is. Maybe it's everywhere.
Burger King has fallen off big time.
Yeah.
But my friend lived very close to the Burger King, and we, a group of about 10 of us, would all alternately party at her house and work, feeding the angelic linemen and such that were working to restore power. The people who had no power, etc. It was a time. Anyways.
I remember the lineman stuff. Every time there's an emergency. Every time. Oh, the wives of linemen.
Totally.
Yes,
Real wives.
I'm a lineman wife.
Yeah.
Me and the guy, let's call him Chase for the purposes of our stories, we get romantically entangled and things get serious. I don't know why. I miss all the red flags as a somewhat damaged 21-year-old having what she thought would be a fling. I honestly didn't think we would be in a legitimate relationship. Anyway, fast forward about 4 controlling years later, and trust me, ladies,
shit.
I did not make it easy for him. The fights were real and intense over his attempts to put me under his thumb and his complete lack of understanding of me. But it was hard to get out as we become entangled in doing life together in an economy that demands multiple incomes to survive.
Yeah,
so
that's so real.
Dude.
Yeah, and especially at that age too. Like when you're 21, I think you also just think like, oh, we can make anything work if we try hard enough.
Raise your hand if you were in the most awful relationship at 21.
Yeah.
That's a canon event for sure.
Yeah,
Not
for
Nick,
sure.
A Nick Cannon event.
It's a Nick Cannon
real
event.
Nick Cannon event.
This is my fucking favorite. listener comment of all time. His friend comes back to the state with her boyfriend. She gets a job as an exotic dancer, and I must admit that 25-year-old me was absolutely threatened by this 23-year-old gorgeous girl. Of course
you were. But of course you were, because like that's nothing to be ashamed of that you were threatened by this other woman. It was set up for you to be threatened.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, oh, you're crazy.
You're crazy.
She's just my friend. Like, Bubba, oh my God. I'm having flashbacks.
I know. Ugh. It's a heart palpitation. I'm sweating. Ugh.
Guys looked at her like she was the ultimate prize. I'm not discounting that she was a very nice person generally. She also had her own issues. That's not the point. Her boyfriend was the jealous type, as you can imagine, but she continues dancing because it's great money. That couple has a baby together. All the while, Chase and I are hanging out with them and our Hurricane Sandy crew as we go about our lives. A year later, on our anniversary, Chase breaks up with me. At this point, we've been
on your anniversary.
That's so fucked up.
Damn.
Like, just do it before. Right. Do it before, because you know you want to. At that point,
thinking about
why
it.
would you wait? Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah, we have car leases, apartment leases, pets together, credit, and other large purchases together.
Yeah, just a pause right here because again, I think this is so normal. Like I was in a similar situation, not quite the same, but a similar situation at that age because I think when you have your first kind of like grown up relationship and you just like
you're playing
want to
house
get in there and play house. Yeah. So you do all of that stuff and like, so if we have younger listeners, I know you love him.
Do yourself a favor.
And that's okay. Like move in together, get a canon event. Right. We all know this. Just try to keep your shit as separated as possible. And that's not to say that it won't work out for you and you won't be together forever. You love him so much, yada, yada, yada. I fucking get it. But like, just in case, like keep your, make sure you have money that's separated, bank accounts that are separated, your own
1,000. I have fucking separate bank accounts now, being married to a guy that I want to grow old with and everything, but always protect your finances. This is from your Capricorn auntie. Make sure you got a little money on the side for yourself. Okay. So she says, I had just graduated college and got my first real job. My world was crashing down around my ears. But here's the kicker. He was sleeping with his best friends for several months behind everyone's back. And we still had 7 months left on our apartment lease.
Ugh.
I plan to move.
Well, he can move in with her and her boyfriend then. Goodbye.
So fun.
But at the same time, it's like, when you're budgeting, you're like, can you afford that apartment by yourself? I had planned to move back in with my grandparents when it was up, as I would not have any way to afford a place by myself, even with that real job. I started staying there several nights a week. On those nights, he would have his friend over. They would mess up my clean apartment and have sex in my bed.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
She even bled on my pillow and didn't wash it. First of all, I have questions on how that. I hate that.
How can people be so
cruel,
disgusting,
mean? Yeah, like
mean.
it's cruel. Like I just don't understand. I would have it would give me so much anxiety. I could never be that nasty.
Yeah.
To somebody. Like that is just so inconsiderate and horrible. Like I just can't imagine.
Yeah. Not to, at this point they have to, she's been dating the guy for like 4 or 5 years or whatever. And that's his best friend. So they must be at least casual acquaintances.
Right.
Like, yeah. She said that they all hung out together.
Yeah.
I mean, and doing this to someone you dated for 4 years and lived with.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that you have to be in love forever. You have to stay together forever or anything like that. But the amount of like fucking disrespect and cruelty is just, I don't understand how you go to bed every night and you're like, this is fine that I'm treating someone else this way.
This guy's a real bread loser. for
Yeah.
he's a bread loser. Eventually, he says that the couple are moving to Florida with their baby, and he's going to go with them. So she's still with her guy.
No.
Wow.
Does he not know?
Apparently not. So he sells.
He doesn't have some questions about like, why is this guy going with us?
Yeah. So Chase sells everything
Also-
that is his alone to sell, packs up the car that I owned outright. The other was a lease in my name, so he couldn't take that, and drove down to Florida with this couple.
Oh, wait, hold
Whoa,
on.
with
911, because that's auto theft. You can't just take my car.
Yeah. Yes, I let him take the car. It was kind of old and had belonged to my grandmother.
I hate Bruce so much.
Wait, he
I'm about
moved to Florida
rage.
with them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I loved that
Messy.
car. But my God, did I want this guy to get out of my life for good. On the way down to Florida, he got sideswiped, blew out a tire, and then when they reached their destination, the engine caught on fire. Oh, your grandma was looking out for you.
Yeah,
She sure
she's
was.
like-
She
she's
sure
from
fucking
heaven.
was.
She's like,
You ain't getting this from my grandbaby.
no.
Thanks, Grandma. And the destination turned out to be a scam house from Craigslist. And now the burning car was stuck in front of it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You idiot.
You know what? This is
Yep.
is karma.
Yeah.
This is karma working in real time.
Yep. And at some point, he was caught coupling with a friend by her man
No.
and was chased out of the state by a very jealous guy with anger problems.
Yeah, what did you think was going to fucking happen? You moved with them. You didn't think that like eventually he was going to figure it out? Like
And she goes,
Insane.
and that is the story of my worst relationship and breakup. In retrospect, I am so grateful to her for keeping him captivated for so long, or I don't know how I would have gotten out of a shit relationship.
You know what? Exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a real positive good way to look at it.
Yeah, honestly, she took the trash with her. So.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for taking the trash out.
Yep, and your grandmother made sure to get one in
Yeah.
for you. So.
Yeah.
Love this for you.
Wow. Sorry you went through that though.
Oh no, your
Really? 'Cause-
your first grown-up breakup is so hard.
Well, and it
Yeah.
really does something to
It
your
is.
self-esteem. You know, that's a big. You can look at it and be grateful for it. And I've been there, where it's like you know rationally that it's a blessing in disguise, and like you can know that, but it still does something to your self-esteem, your self-worth, whenever you feel like somebody who you loved, who you thought loved you, who you did all these things for and with, could throw you away like that. You know what I mean? Or treat you that badly.
Yeah.
Like, so just know, he's the loser in this
I think
situation.
even if you're the one who does the breaking up, sometimes you go through that too.
well, absolutely.
You
Well,
know,
yeah.
like you're
'Cause
still going through that.
You're breaking up for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times too, I remember thinking back on my first grown-up breakup. It's like, why did I let myself get treated like that? Why did I go? Why did I stay this long? You know, there's a lot to unpack. Because I broke up with my first grown-up, like lived together, that kind of thing. I was the breaker upper, and it's still. You're right, Cassie. It's still a lot to unpack.
Well, breakups are awful, even in the best of circumstances. They suck.
Yeah.
Like, right. It's hard no matter what. But when somebody like uses you, cheats on you,
It does
all
add
of that stuff.
another layer for sure. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, my story is also an SFW. So, but it's called Worst Hookup Ever. So, I just need to get this off my chest. I hope the story can make someone chuckle a little, maybe just cringe, LOL. Anyways, I'm a stupid 20-year-old female and decided to give a Tinder a try for hookups. I met this guy and he was really talking himself up. We went, like, you just know too. Oh, you're so good at sex. Can't wait. Like 20, you don't realize that's actually like he probably fucking sucks.
yeah, no, seriously, a lion doesn't have to call himself a lion.
There it is. And that part. right? So I met this guy, and he was really talking himself up. We went out to coffee one day just to talk and make sure we had a sort of a compatibility. We had amazing conversations, and he seemed really cool. He also was relatively attractive. So boom, we set up the date for our hookup. Again, he was talking so much game to me, like saying everything I'd want him to say. Great at dirty talk. Anyway, the time comes and we're chilling in his bed. He starts initiating, so I go to make out with him. He puckers his lips and sticks his tongue out, kind of like you'd blow a raspberry.
Okay.
Keegan,
yeah, I just had to do it. I needed to do it.
I did too.
To see exactly. Okay.
Okay. He was just wiggling his tongue in my mouth. Literally OMFG. And like kind of sucking my face. Like how you'd eat an ice cream cone. Like slurping.
No, look, I do. I just said earlier, I love a good makeout session.
Yeah.
If somebody can't kiss. I'm like, it's a wrap. Like, none of the rest of it's going to be good.
No.
Like, it's just not.
Exactly right. You just
God.
watched the trailer.
Yes.
You know?
And you're like, actually, I'm going to pack up. I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Like,
You're Christina, you just watched the trailer. It's so specifically right on. It's so true. You're like, this movie's going to suck.
Exactly. You know. You watched the trailer. You're like, don't fucking go and sit through the fucking movie now.
Exactly. Then he goes to take off my bra, asks me, is it in a knot or what? A knot?
A knot?
Can you feel what you're
like,
doing at all?
Do you think it's a like bikini top?
Like, what?
Like who is fucking like knotting their bra in the back?
So stupid. Can you feel what
knot?
you're doing at all? Whatever. I show him and teach him how to do it. Then he just sort of starts squeezing my
Teach
boobs.
him how to do it. This man has never had sex.
No.
Right?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Right?
The first
Like,
time.
there's no way.
Squeezing my boobs, not moving them at all, just honking them over and over.
Oh, God.
I tried to move his hands in a better motion, but he wasn't catching on. He also wasn't staying hard because apparently he hadn't eaten all day? Question mark? Side note, we'd planned this for days in advance. So he kept putting me in all these positions, and obviously it wouldn't go in because he wasn't erect.
Oh, my God. This is so awkward.
I hate it. Like, we've talked about this. There's nothing worse in the entire world than somebody trying to put their soft dick inside of you.
No.
No, it's so deeply unsexy because then you're thinking, why aren't they hard? Are they not into this? I'm not really into this. Should we just stop? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like,
And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. In this situation, it's not like two people who are really into each other who, like, I don't know, maybe you just drank a lot or something.
Yeah.
It's like, this
You
is
didn't
like,
eat, so
all of this is bad.
yeah.
yeah, lots
You
of questions.
didn't eat.
That's
Such a bad excuse.
That's such a terrible excuse. He kept missing the spot. He had to have had never seen a female genitalia diagram in his life. I told him that it was okay and we can try later or at another time. He said he felt bad and he wanted to at least give me some attention. I was all, okay, well, how bad can that be? Sure. Mistake. So he was trying to do some work with his hands and oh my Lord, he was rubbing as fast and as hard as possible.
Oh, no.
No.
He's trying to start a fire.
No.
That's
fucking hate
exactly
that.
what she says. I literally
Yeah.
winced in pain and had to tell him
The
to stop.
friction is so bad when it's like, look, if it's like nice and wet down there and stuff, a little like some fast movement can be
Sure,
nice.
But you have
but
to
like
work
if
up to
You
that.
gotta
Yeah,
earn that.
Exactly.
Yes.
You got to earn that,
Otherwise
DJ
you're just
Shadow.
like,
Like,
ow,
Jesus Christ.
Big Driz.
Mr. DJ such and such over here.
DJ Big Driz.
Okay. Actually felt like he was trying to start a fire. I'm writing this specifically because it's been 3 days and I'm still in pain. He literally bruised me.
No, it's not worth it. Like none of this was good up until this point.
Nothing.
I really do feel like at this stage in my life, and I don't know, I am a people pleaser personality, and I understand like that you can just be like, just push through and get to the end of this. But I do think at this point in my life, I would just be like, you know what?
Nah,
it's not working out.
This
but
isn't
she's
working.
20.
This isn't working.
Remember, she's 20.
Yep.
She's
20.
20.
At 20, I would have.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah.
I wanted to be destroyed, but not like that. He had a few girlfriends before this who he said he slept with. Are they okay? Bro, I'm genuinely cannot.
Did he sleep with them? Because this really did seem like it's. Yeah, I don't know that I believe him. This sounds like a first time.
A virgin. Yeah.
Bro, I genuinely cannot believe how bad he was at every single thing. Afterward, we were just talking and he told me that he only watches hentai because usually live action stuff is all acting, he said. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What
do you think a cartoon is?
What? I don't like the live action because it's.
I don't like when it's unrealistic. Okay.
Says the person who's like, you know what? I prefer my sex drawn. Oh God. Okay. I genuinely wonder if he was lying about the girlfriends.
Yes.
Or if that's why they're no longer his girlfriends. I mean, he said he made a girl squirt before. I'm like, no, you haven't, sir.
He absolutely hasn't. And also, again, I shouldn't be the one giving this advice, but this is why we got to be honest, because I'm certain that those women probably did exactly what she did, which is just like, get through it and walk away. And that would be what my temptation would be. But we need some really honest, gives no shit woman to be like, okay, no, you're not good at this.
Right.
Honestly.
Because he's got to learn or he's going to keep going through life thinking that that's how you do sex.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, but you know what? I'm not a teacher, so I don't know what to tell you. Afterwards, and I don't like you like that. I'm looking for a fucking hookup. I'm not looking for a fucking date you, teach you
boyfriend
relationship. I'm looking to get fucking my back broke out. You know what I'm saying? Like, afterwards, he also sent me a bunch of vids of him measuring his member, like, question mark. I would never need one of these, and obviously not after I'd already seen it in person.
Well, but do you think it's because she saw it in person and it was like kind of flaccid?
Like,
and he's like, no, I swear
it's hard.
like
Look.
When it gets hard, it's this big.
Yeah, I promise it gets bigger.
Dude, nothing is less sexy than a dick pic from a bad hookup.
Ooh,
gross. Truly.
Just to remind you how shit it was. Thanks,
dude.
Ugh.
We need to practice more self-realization. Like that guy needs to sit with it and be like, I don't think that was very good.
Yeah.
But
no one got off here. So,
no.
I mean, I do feel bad for him, but it's not my job to teach him anything. I wish he would have just told me he had no idea what he was doing instead of pretending he knew everything. Or maybe he genuinely believes he's good. I mean, if he's learning from hentai, I'm sure he probably thinks that was normal.
Well, yeah, in a cartoon, you can just like, and it's probably the clit's going to survive, but not in real life.
Anyway, that's my brain vomit. Thanks for reading.
Oh,
wow.
My God. Also, listen, I'm not trying to kink shame or anything, but jerking off to a cartoon.
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing, but you know what? I honestly don't think it's the worst thing. It's like some people like weird erotic novels and jerk off to, fucking
trees,
lizard people with two dicks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, everybody has their thing. It's just like you can't base your real life sex, real life hookups on those things.
Right.
True.
Like,
yeah,
that's not, if you think it's interesting, it gets you off or whatever, as part of a healthy sexual diet, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you are exclusively watching hentai and not watching anything else, that to me would be a red flag. Like if it's an occasional, you pepper it in sometimes, then I'm like, okay, like whatever,
Sure. Try
sometimes
new
you need
things.
something a little different.
Yeah, I do think that you kind of nailed it as like that would be a little bit of a red flag. Like watching porn to me, like whatever, like, but if you have pigeonholed yourself into like a specific,
I can only get off.
only do that. That I feel like is a red flag.
I feel like it doesn't bode well for your sexual like life. Like it's just, you can't get too granular with it.
You got stuck. You got stuck in a spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with the Tainted Love?
That sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're back. Keegan, tell us your Tainted Love.
I would love to hold on while I
Oh my
pull
gosh, you
it
really
up.
previewed this like a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
Oh, that's
I
right.
have to say I'm not doing that one.
Oh.
I know. I sent Cassi and Christina a message, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know what I'm going to do for my next Tainted Love. I'm so excited. But it was like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't write it right then. Like I was like, I've got so much time. And then I went out of town. And that just kills my motivation
in the storm.
sometimes. Yes.
And you got stuck. Yeah.
So what should I have been doing in the storm?
I was just
writing my Tainted Love. But hindsight's 2020. And then I also thought that I was going to get home on Wednesday. So I was like, oh, I'll have like Thursday. Like I'll have time to write it. And then I didn't get home until Friday afternoon. And I was like, okay, this is going to require more work. Like I need to watch there's like a documentary I wanted to watch. There's like stuff I wanted to
Is it 3
research.
parts by chance?
I don't know. It might be. I think it's a documentary series, so it could be.
Okay.
But
I'm dying to know because I actually just saw something today. I was like, that would be really good.
well, if you do it, no,
Okay.
No hard feelings. I didn't jump on it this week. I needed something that was a little bit easier for me to do this week. So, I definitely had a 48 hours saved.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
That's
was
what's
like,
up.
I'm going to go to that. So I am going to actually tell you the story this week of Hannah Pettey. So I don't know if you guys have maybe heard this. If you listen to 48 Hours or you watch it, you might know. But
Okay.
in January of 2022, 23-year-old Hannah Pettey had been experiencing pain throughout her body for about 6 months. The pain at this point had gotten so bad that she could barely walk. She used an office chair to like get herself around the house.
Oh, wow.
And she had 2 small children. She had a 2-year-old named Gracie and a 3-year-old named Lincoln. And she was so ill that she couldn't even make it to her 3-year-old's birthday party.
Oh my
Like-
goodness.
Oh, wow.
Or sorry, her 2-year-old's birthday party. Yeah. So on January 18th to 2022, Hannah called to check in with her mother, Nicole, which they did regularly. And after they got off the call, Nicole just couldn't shake the feeling that like something was really off about the way Hannah was on the phone. Like she just got concerned. So she starts texting her. She's not getting responses via text. So she's calling. Hannah's not picking up. She finally gets through to Hannah. And when she does, she's almost unintelligible. But Nicole manages to make out that her daughter is asking her to take her to the hospital. Like, can you come pick me up, take me to the hospital? Yeah.
Jeez.
So they rushed to the University of Alabama hospital where doctors, they're like, man, yeah, she's really sick. She's in really bad shape. And as they're checking her vitals, she goes into a seizure. And when she's seizing, her like hospital gown starts to slip off. And when it does, they notice how thin she is. Like she is,
yeah,
she is skin and bones. She's malnourished. Doctors say that she is actually starving to death at this point.
Shit.
And so this doctor is like understandably upset. She turns to Nicole and she's like, how did nobody notice that she was this
Thin.
ill?
Yeah.
And And Nicole is like, well, I mean, she doesn't live with me. She's married. She lives with her husband. And they're like, she's married? Because they can't believe that somebody wouldn't have stepped in sooner.
Right.
And they do have pictures on the CBS website for this story, and she does look very small and childlike in the pictures, and she's only 23, so it makes sense to me that they'd be like, you're her mother, how did you not know?
Right.
The seizure was so severe that Hannah loses consciousness, and doctors are like, okay, we need to talk to her husband. So Nicole texts Hannah's husband, Brian. Brian is a 34-year-old chiropractor, and she's like, hey, this is what's going on with Hannah. Gets no response from Brian, which she's like, of course I didn't. It's not unusual. We don't have a good relationship. He never responds to me. He doesn't come to like family events or anything like that. So finally, Nicole
the flag is so red.
Girl.
It's so red.
Girl.
34 and 23. She's
just wait.
Getting around the house on an office chair, taking care of 2 toddlers.
Yep. Yeah. So finally, Nicole gets through to Brian's mother, and Brian's mother lets him know that his wife is in the hospital, at which time he goes to be with her. And
where are the kids, by the way, during all this?
Don't know. Like maybe they were in daycare or something during the day. I don't know. But
okay, I have 100 questions, but go on.
This guy, part of what made me want to save this, and I was actually really glad I didn't have to re-listen to the 48 Hours episode, and I was able to find a transcript and like work from that, because this guy pissed me off so fucking much when I was listening to the episode. Sometimes when you are listening to a true crime episode, there will be a character on there who you're just so like, this guy thinks he's so fucking smart, and he thinks he's pulling one over on everybody, but it's so transparent that you're such a piece of shit.
Right.
And this is one of those guys. So he didn't even know his fucking wife was in the hospital. And then he gets to the hospital, and Nicole, the mother, is in there with her, and there can only be one person, family member in there with her at a time. So he's like, yeah, I was really irritated that I got there and I couldn't get in to see my wife because Nicole was in there and she wouldn't leave. She wouldn't leave her daughter's side for a while, so I had to wait. It's just like, God, you're such a piece of shit.
Motherfucker, you could have taken her to the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, where the fuck were you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he does come to be with her. Though Hannah would eventually wake up on her own, doctors soon place her in a medically induced coma so that they can drain fluid from her brain, because there's a bunch of fluid in her brain. They're like, if she moves during this procedure, it could kill her. So we're just going to put her in a medically induced coma. 8 days after Hannah was admitted to the hospital, her neurologist tells her mother, Nicole, that doctors figured out what was causing Hannah's symptoms. And Hannah's mom, Nicole, says, quote, her exact words were, she has an astronomical amount of lead inside her.
Oh, no.
And you can
I
see
totally know this one.
X-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked,
it's like
almost
the X-ray.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Like, it is just clumps of lead in this X-ray. Yeah. So, they tell her that, like, we've never seen a patient like this. Like, her colon is packed and full of lead. There's no room in her stomach to hold anything. It was just lead everywhere in her bones.
Heavy metal poisoning is no joke.
Yeah.
Man.
So the doctors are immediately like, there's no way that she could have ingested all of this by accident.
Right.
And they let her know that they now believe it to be an attempted murder. So the hospital reported Hannah's case, to the Department of Human Resources. And, this agency protects vulnerable adults. The hospital administrators immediately put Hannah in a secluded room, because at this point, they don't know who has been poisoning her. So they're like, nobody close to her can see her. Nicole's not allowed to see her. And obviously, Brian is not allowed to see her. So they're both interviewed in this 48 Hours episode, Nicole and Brian. Oh, I already said that. He gives me really sketchy vibes. Anyway.
You're like, so much so that I wrote it twice.
I didn't write it twice. I wrote it once, but I needed to tell you before I even got to it in my notes. That's how bad it is.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Truly. So he tells 48 Hours that he's like, well, I figured it was Nicole doing this to Hannah because she'd always been so mean and critical of Hannah. And the examples he gives are examples that I'm like, yeah, it wouldn't be nice if your mom was being like, why are you wearing that? Or, maybe you shouldn't do that. Whatever. Like, that's not always great, but that's pretty
not
standard mom behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And regardless of that, Hannah would go on to deny the allegations that her mom was like cruel to her, which is kind of what Brian was saying. Like Brian admits in this 48 Hours episode that he's like, yeah, she was so terrible that I would always say to Hannah, like, I don't even know why you're having a relationship with her. And it's like, okay, I think you're telling on yourself.
100%. Sir, your root control.
Yeah, isolate her from her mother. Hannah did, though. She did leave her parents' house at a young age at the very first opportunity. The month she turned 18, she was like, I'm moving out.
Same.
Yeah, she's like, goodbye.
I left halfway through my own high school graduation party and
You're
moved
like,
out.
bye.
You're like,
that is not hyper.
No.
I feel actually really like sad about that now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Really?
because
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
didn't need to do that, yeah.
I
But at the
could've waited.
time. But at the time.
By the time I was like,
yeah.
Double middle fingers. So yeah, just after graduating high school, she moves out. And it was at this time that she meets 29-year-old Brian Mann. She is 18. She has just moved out of her parents' house. She meets a 29-year-old man who's a chiropractor with his own business. Within a week of their first date, Brian is telling his friends that Hannah is the one. And one of his friends, probably the only one who would agree to be interviewed, is interviewed in this 48 Hours. And he says that he rightfully points out, like, hey, she's 18. Like, are you sure she knows what she wants, you know, in the world?
because she's a baby.
She's a child. Yeah.
And Brian's like, oh no, like we both know our own minds and this is what we want and blah, blah, blah.
Her age has the word teen in it. Come on.
Well, and it's also like, not only is she young and vulnerable, has just moved out, doesn't really know what the world has in store for her yet, but you are fast tracking everything, which is a huge red flag because you're like, I don't want her to catch on. I don't want her to experience anything else.
Right.
You know,
You got it so good here.
Yep.
You better.
Let's lock it in. Lock it down. So they start dating in November. Soon after she's pregnant, Brian proposes the following Valentine's Day. So November to February. And they get married in May. So that's how fast things move.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yes. So Hannah's friend Allison recalls that she did have cold feet. Hannah had cold feet on her wedding day. She's like, I do think that Brian is a little controlling. She wasn't sure that she wanted to go through with the wedding. And both Allison and Nicole are like, hey, you don't have to. Like, we're at the church. It's fine. If you say no now, it's a no. And like, we don't have to do this. But you know how it is. She slapped a smile on, went through with it. And listening to her in these interviews, it is so it is so heartbreaking and sad because even in, spoiler alert, she survives. So in the interviews that she has later on, she is still kind of making excuses when the interviewer asks her, like, well, was it a good marriage? Was he a good husband? And she's like, yeah, like he was good, like mostly good. Like there was some bad stuff. I mean, there were like some physical fights. And it's like, yeah, girl.
Also, too, you're 18. You don't even have anything to compare it to.
No. Yeah,
No, you don't. And the interviewer does rightfully point out, like, it sounds like you are making excuses for him. Did you do a lot of that in the marriage? And she's like, yeah, I did. You know, it's just what you do to cope, to get through it. You probably are programmed to defend him, you know. So his controlling behavior only got worse as Hannah's pregnancy progressed. She describes being in the hospital at 9 months pregnant because she's experiencing a little bit of bleeding, and he goes off on her in the hospital room. He starts blaming her for blaming her bleeding on her, being like, you shouldn't have been out walking around on a hot day, calling her stupid and irresponsible. It's so bad that the nurses, when he leaves and the nurses get her alone, they're like, hey, we can create a safe word. If you need us to intervene, you just use this word and like we will step in, because like that was out of pocket.
Wow.
Yeah. But things seem to improve.
No, but you're so right, because she doesn't have anything to compare
got nothing,
to.
yeah.
And it's like moments like that with like a nurse or somebody stepping in and letting you know, like, hey, this is
not normal
for
him to be talking to you like that.
Yeah. Is so helpful. I think we do need to normalize just stepping in and making sure people are okay. If you see something that, you know, is a little hinky like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they talk about things improving after their son is born. But even in that, whenever he's talking about things getting better between them, he's like, we had a conversation and she said, okay, I'm going to choose to trust you now. And then things got better.
Don't like that wording.
And I'm like, do you not understand how bad you sound? Like that sounds bad. That it's just like things only got better when she chose to trust your judgment, to trust you. Like,
what a condescending asshole.
Such a dick. But anyway, Hannah describes really falling back in love with Brian after the birth of their son, and then their daughter follows, and things seem to be going well until Hannah starts becoming mysteriously ill and then landing in the emergency room with lead poisoning in January of 2022. So doctors asked Nicole for any information regarding what Hannah could have been ingesting the months before her hospitalization, because in order to get that much lead in her system, she had to have been consuming it every day for at least 3 months.
Jeez.
So Nicole tells them that she rarely visited the house and never when Brian was home. Like she wouldn't come by if he was there. But she knew that Brian gave Nicole supplements every night and that he left them on her nightstand for her to take. So doctors repeatedly asked Brian to bring the capsules described, because Hannah's back set up. She's like, yeah, I took supplements. So they ask him to bring them in. He never does. Instead, he gives them a photo of common over-the-counter supplements. He's like, yeah, these ones. I gave her these. But doesn't bring them in for them to examine.
Interesting.
So they're obviously suspecting that Brian has been opening up these capsules and filling their contents with lead. Brian allows investigators to search the home and provides them with a bottle of supplements and laxatives that he claims Hannah had taken. And when asked if he made Hannah take supplements every night, he denies it, despite the fact that Hannah herself, again, would later back up this claim that he did. When investigators asked Brian to come in for questioning as a suspect, he refused to continue cooperating with the investigation at that point. Nicole, the mother, is cleared around this time. So that leaves basically Brian as the only possible suspect who would have had access to to Hannah regularly enough to have given her this level of poisoning. But investigators are unable to find the source of the lead because they didn't find any in the home. In the meantime, Hannah is in really bad shape. She's barely coherent, and doctors are not sure if she will ever be able to regain full cognitive function or even really be able to talk with investigators in order to help with the investigation. But she did continue to get better and stronger, and when she was strong enough, her neurologist and mother explained to her what was happening and why investigators suspected that her husband had been poisoning her. Can you imagine? So they give her this news. Obviously, she doesn't want to believe it. She's devastated. She eventually accepts it, but she's just crying every day, like heartbroken. You're dealing with a heartbreak on top of like everything else. On March 3rd, after nearly 2 months of being in the hospital, Hannah was well enough to leave. She went to her mom's house, reunited with her children, filed for divorce, and agreed to fully cooperate with investigators.
Yeah.
But she was still in contact with Brian. And in the days after she got out of the hospital, she's like, I felt really vulnerable. I was really confused. She says that she was on so many different medicines and like psych medicines as well. But she needs to understand what happened. So she makes up her mind that she wants to sit down with Brian face to face. So just 1 week after being discharged, she meets him at their former home, and she describes this meeting as being like really emotional. She couldn't stop crying. Brian manages to convince Hannah that it was possible that her mother was making all of this up, just trying to poison her mind against him, just to keep them apart. And soon after, she calls her lawyer and she says she no longer wants to go through with the divorce.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
So when Hannah's family doctor hears what's going on, he says that he's like, I kind of want to have Hannah involuntarily committed because he feared that Brian would kill her.
Yeah,
so,
at this point.
Mm-hmm. She then Hannah calls the lead investigator on the case, and she's like, I want you to drop the investigation. She just couldn't. I think it's just a lot of...
That's not up to you.
Right.
At that point,
well,
with something that serious, the cops don't need your cooperation to keep pursuing
They don't, but they knew they wouldn't be able to get a conviction without her cooperation.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I get where, the episode, this 48 Hours episode is called The Gaslighting of Hannah Pettey, because, what a mind fuck.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to process all of this. It would be hard to accept it. But so the detective did know that without Hannah's cooperation, they would be unlikely to get a conviction. So love this guy. He's like, okay, if you want to drop the investigation, that's fine. I just need you to sign this special document, this form, saying that if Brian were to kill you in the future and somebody from your family comes and says that we didn't do our due diligence in the investigation, then I can show them that you didn't want to pursue it. So if you want to go ahead and sign that, then we'll close this case right up. And she's like, actually, when you put it that way, I don't want to drop the investigation. Actually, good. I want to keep going. So she ultimately does decide to proceed with the divorce and cooperate fully with the criminal investigation. During the investigation, Hannah shares that Brian had taken out life insurance policies on her when they were still dating. And
surprise, surprise.
And they didn't even date that long. They went from their first date to marriage in less than a year.
Months.
Yeah. And this is so fucking gross. The detective learned that when Hannah was in the hospital, Brian tried to take out more policies. And if they were approved, Brian would have collected more than $5 million upon Hannah's death. So
has he done
now
this
they had
before?
motive.
It feels like very calculated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And according to Hannah, they weren't even necessarily in a bad place when he decided to start poisoning her.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking psychopath. So now they had motive and opportunity, since Brian was the only one with regular access to Hannah, and she claimed that he would feed her pills every night, even when she was sick and nauseous and didn't want to take them. So this was enough for a grand jury to indict, and in September of 2022, Brian Mann was arrested and pleaded not guilty to attempted murder. He was freed on a $500,000 bond, but was required to report to jail every weekend. Still, police were unable to link Brian to the lead directly until they got a call from a contractor named Danny Hill. So Hill had been asked by Brian to line his x-ray room in his chiropractic office with a soft form of lead that can be easily shaved off. So think about when you're shaving a pencil, how easy it is to shave that lead off. So he lines the whole x-ray room with this lead, and then he asks Brian if he should dispose of the remaining lead. And according to Hill, Brian's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So now
Wow.
police had probable cause to search Brian's office. They locate the lead. They confirm it's easily shaved down and could be easily put into capsules. Brian, ever the fucking douchebag, secures a defense attorney / bodybuilder named Chad Morgan to represent him in court. Chad.
Chad.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Chad is definitely a men's rights type, by the way. You can fucking tell when
You
he's
didn't have
like
to say it.
talking.
We knew.
Yeah. So the trial starts in June of 2025. The prosecution's theory is clear. He poisoned his wife for months in order to kill her and obtain her life insurance. I just cannot imagine someone you think loves you poisoning you slowly, watching you be in pain,
suffer. Yeah.
Mr. Chad, the defense attorney, tells the jury that police never found any lead-filled capsules in Brian's home or anywhere else. But the prosecution's like, yeah, he had months to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So Hannah testifies for the prosecution, telling the jury how Brian supplied her with vitamin capsules each night, even when her pain was so intense she could barely swallow, and that he would get upset with her if she didn't take them. Like, you're sick, you need to be taking your vitamins. The defense alleged that Nicole, Hannah's mother, could have been poisoning her daughter through milkshakes she would bring to the house. But this was an allegation denied by both Nicole and Hannah, who said she didn't even like milkshakes.
Right.
And
how
Nicole
did
was
she get her hands on lead randomly?
Yeah. Hannah tells the Hannah tells the jury how the pain affected her, how bad it was for her body. They show the brain scans, the blood work, the x-rays. But she also confirms for the first time publicly that due to the lead poisoning, she would no longer be able to have children. And she was 22 years old at the time she became infertile. Yeah.
Thank God she's got two children that she
has. Yeah. But to take away that opportunity for her, if that's something that she may have wanted down the line, is shitty.
Yeah.
After a day and a half and 7 witnesses, the state rests its case, and the defense calls no witnesses, rests its case as well. Just as
okay, here we go.
Doesn't do anything. The jury gets the case on a Wednesday afternoon, and the next day they return a guilty verdict. So Brian was sentenced to life in prison in August of 2025. And Hannah, who they once thought would be so brain damaged she would never be able to even testify, graduates from college with a teaching degree. Aww. She now works as a teacher. She's moved her 2 children back into the home that she shared with Brian, but she's reclaimed it for herself. She's repainted. She's redecorated. She's filled it with pictures of just her and her children. Sadly, as we know, divorces can take a long time and be complicated. So Hannah and Brian's divorce is ongoing and set to be finalized December of 2026. So, and then I just think it's always a good reminder that if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you can contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. But that is the story of the poisoning of
and gaslighting.
And gaslighting.
But that's why he wanted somebody so young so that he can control, manipulate. I mean, honestly, if he had gotten away with it, he would have done it to another woman for sure. Because Cassie, you nailed it. It almost seemed like he had done it before, but I think she was the first of what would have been other women he would have done that.
Of course,
yeah.
It's just so calculated, and I'm like I said, I'm surprised that this hasn't happened before. So that's
with him,
surprising. Yeah.
I read something once a while ago that if you survive a shooting, that oftentimes a lot of the shooting victims have issues later with the heavy metal poisoning. With the lead poisoning.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The bullet leaves behind.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it causes a lot of issues, so that even when you survive, heavy metal poisoning is so intense.
I mean, imagine she said she'd been sick for 6 months. Imagine 6 months of ingesting lead daily.
Also, too, you have to, I mean, lead's heavy too.
Yeah.
And the amount of lead in her body would have just been like, no wonder she was rolling around in a fucking, computer chair.
Horrible. How do you trust anyone ever again? You come to the end of some of these stories and you're like,
I know.
He slept next to you in bed every night. Horrible.
Yeah, it's so
the father
hard.
of your children.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's insane.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
What are you guys watching this week?
Christina, you're going to love this.
Oh.
I have been watching The Pit, finally. So I watched
I need to.
first 3 episodes of the last season, and I was like, you know what? I want to get back into it. It's so fucking good. I'm like on
Noah Wiley is hot. So ungodly hot in that show. It like actually is physically painful to watch. Like he is so hot. He's my number one crush right now.
Yeah, number one with the bullet.
Noah Wiley. Ugh.
So it's funny because Chris was asking me, because it was supposed to be, I think, a spinoff from ER, and like the family didn't want it to be, et cetera, et cetera. It is what it is. However, Chris was like, is it as good as ER? And I was like, it's different for sure. Like, it's good, and I like the formatting. I like the kind of the hours by hours run of the show. I think it's interesting the way that they're doing it. But I will say, like, for me, ER is just so special, and the way that it's filmed and that kind of like in the round, in your face way, it does miss some of that aspect. But I also in the other way, like, really do like that you get a little bit of like the characters' personal stuff, but it's much more about the
patients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The hospital itself, the patients. Exactly.
Yeah. I found it was different. Like ER to me it was a lot more about the doctors.
Yes.
And the Pit, I like how they're throwing in messages about how fucked up our healthcare system is.
Yep.
And like I feel like it's a good way to get that messaging out to the masses in a way that's entertaining, that might seep through, where like somebody watching The Pit thinking, yo, this is going to be like ER, is subtly getting messages about how fucking terrible our healthcare system is.
I think that's a difference in the time that these shows were created.
Also that.
Yeah,
true.
That it's like, we can't have a medical drama show, or as someone who's watched most of all of the iterations of Law and Order, you can't have a Law and Order show without talking about these issues now. Like, it wouldn't ring true if you did.
Yeah.
I listened to, on my trip, because I love listening to books while I'm traveling, I listened to The Housemaid.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I had listened to a book by this author before that I didn't love.
Frida McFadden. Yeah. I haven't read any of her stuff,
I just didn't love the ending of it, but I was like, okay. I'd seen that the movie had done really well and that it was greenlit for a second movie. And so I was like, okay. And I looked on Goodreads, and it has a very high rating on Goodreads. So I was like, all right, I'll give this a shot. I actually did really enjoy it as like a thriller. I would definitely pick it for us to do for a Tainted Love. I don't love the Sydney Sweeney of it all, but but if you are into thrillers and enjoy a few little twisty turnies, then go for it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Right on. Yeah, I'm in the midst watching Fallout, of course. That's coming out weekly. Still watching Victoria, which I love, and very much anticipating a new Bridgerton. So, which yeah, I think is out this weekend, isn't it?
Is it? I thought it was March.
Oh, I thought it was later too. I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it? I think it's. Is it a split? Let's find out right now.
Probably.
Our listeners need to know.
I hate it when they split it.
I do too, but
they probably will.
Season 4. It's out.
Oh, wow.
Huzzah!
Okay.
Yep. We have the
Guess we
first
know what we're doing.
4 episodes are out, and then the next 4 come out at the end of February.
Okay.
So there we go.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Okay. I am excited about this season. The trailer looked really good.
Yeah. If you guys have something that we should watch or read, if you want to reach out and say hello, or if you have a terrible date story, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstdatepodcast.com. And we love you so much.
Cheers.